Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another guide. We're going to be focusing on how to level up magic by either profiting or at least breaking even. And this isn't a 1 to 99 magic guide. It's just a guide to show you guys different ways to train. Before I forget, you'll have to have the Lunar Spellbook unlocked to do some of these spells. I'm going to start with the lower levels first and then slowly move my way up into the higher levels. I've included this first method in my money making guide, but it's also a great way to level magic and profit, which is Sapphire and Opal enchanting, specifically the Sapphire rings and Opal bracelets. Oddly enough, right now Opal bracelets are profiting way more than the Sapphire rings. Per bracelet, I'm getting about 500 GP profit, and for the Sapphire rings, I'm getting about 200 GP profit. I don't know why. It's crazy. The requirement to use the Sapphire and Opal enchantment is level 7 magic, 1 cosmic rune, and 1 water rune. And I recommend using a water staff so you don't have to have water runes in your inventory. You'll at least be getting 25k to 30k experience an hour. GP per hour wise, I'm gonna say it varies because you'll never know if Opal bracelets or Sapphire rings are going to do as good as they are right now, but I'm for certain that you will always at least break even or profit using this method. So once you've bought your cosmic runes and whatever Opal or Sapphire jewelry is best for you at that time is, you just go ahead and enchant, and I'll show you how to do that real quick. It's super simple, but this right now in my inventory is roughly about 30k. Okay, there we are, and from 30k we can sell these all for about 35k. That took me about 30 seconds to finish that whole entire inventory. So that method is a pretty easy 30k experience an hour and profiting at the same time, which is really nice. Let's move on to the next method. Like I said before, these first few methods are in guides I've made in the past. I think they're just worth mentioning again because they give you magic experience and they give you profit when you train it. So it fits the category perfect, which is going to lead us to Firebolt. Specifically, Firebolting blue dragons. The requirements to use Firebolt is level 35 magic, 1 chaos rune, 4 fire runes, 3 air runes, and a dusty key or level 70 agility to use the shortcut. Also, don't forget your anti-fire shield, just so the dragons don't hit 40 plus on you. I recommend having a fire staff so you don't need fire runes in your inventory. And also, I highly recommend having Chaos Gauntlets. This will make the Firebolt max hit 3 higher than usual, which will give you more EXP per hour and kills per hour. To get Chaos Gauntlets, you'll need the quest Family Crest completed. But if you don't have Chaos Gauntlets, you should be fine. This method works with or without Chaos Gauntlets. Chaos Gauntlets just speed things up. Don't forget to bring a Falador teleport if it's using the spell itself or just using the teleport tablet. Either one is perfectly fine. And also bring a few food just in case you get damaged on the way there or on the way looting. For gear, you want to use your best in-slot magic items. It's fairly safe here and you shouldn't die. That's why you bring food just in case, but other than that, you're good to go. Your profit per hour will vary depending on how many spells you cast within an hour and how many dragons you can kill within that amount of time. But you'll definitely get back your chaos runes that you use, plus even more. EXP per hour wise, you're looking to make about 25k to 30k per hour, or even more if you have chaos gauntlets. To gain access to blue dragons, you'll first need a dusty key or level 70 agility. If you don't have a dusty key yet, just go ahead and head over to the Towerly dungeon, and once you're in the dungeon, I'll throw up a map. Follow the red line all the way to a jailer. You want to kill the jailer, grab the key, and then enter Velrak's cell. Once you talk to him, don't ask for a reward, and you'll get the key that way. Once you have the key, just go ahead and go back and then follow the blue line. Once you're geared up, go ahead and head over to this wall if your agility level is 11 or higher. Otherwise, you can walk around to this gate and then walk to this exclamation point right here. Once you follow the blue line, try to get into this area. It can be pretty packed here, but this is a safe spot in this corner. Also, over here where this guy is another safe spot. So you will not run into any problems if you're standing here or over there. Just whatever you can find. The worlds will be a little packed, but you'll manage to find one open. And once you're done with your run, just click the Falador teleport and head over to the West Bank. And bank here is probably the quickest. And just rinse and repeat. You should be good to go. Now let's head over to the next magic training method. The third method is going to be enchanting emerald and jade jewelry. The process is the exact same as sapphire and opal, so I won't be talking about this as much as I did that. I just think it's worth mentioning because you do get a decent amount of experience an hour and a pretty good amount of profit too. The requirements are level 27 magic, 3 air runes, and a cosmic rune. I recommend having an air staff so you don't have to use any air runes. The best emerald or jade jewelry for you at the moment, for me, it's going to be emerald rings and jade amulets. Your EXP per hour you should be gaining is about 50 to 65k per hour, which is double of sapphire enchanting. Profit per hour wise will vary. You'll be making profit like you did doing sapphires, but getting more experience and probably even more profit back. These last 3 methods will require the completion of Lunar Diplomacy because we'll be using the spells out of the Lunar Spellbook. The 4th method is going to be using Humidity to turn clay into soft clay. It's a lot less click intensive than enchanting the jewelries. So it's a 1 click and then you bank. It's really nice and easy. The requirements are level 68 magic, 1 astral rune, 3 water runes, and 1 fire rune. And a bunch of clay. I recommend using a water staff, and that's about it. EXP per hour wise, you're looking to make about 30 to 35k. It's a little less than enchanting jewelry, but it's a lot less click intensive like I said earlier. Profit per hour is actually pretty decent. You're making about 1k per inventory, so about 400 to 500k per hour, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so once you have everything you need, the cool thing about Humidity is it's 1 cast to do a whole entire inventory. That's the reason why it's pretty profitable. If it was 1 cast per clay, then you would be losing a lot. But once you see them turn to soft clay, that's your go to bank. So you don't have to wait for the animation to finish. Just when it turns to soft clay, bank, and you're good. It's as simple as that, and pretty good way to make some cash too. The 5th method is Superglass Make. So this is another 1 click, 1 spell use for a whole entire inventory. And it doesn't just give you magic, but it also gives you crafting experience. And quite a bit, to be honest. So Superglass Make is an awesome way to train magic and crafting, honestly. The requirements to use Superglass Make is level 77 magic, 2 astral runes, 6 fire runes, and 10 air runes. And I simply just recommend having an air staff. For experience per hour, there's actually 2 skills that are getting leveled, magic and crafting. For magic experience, you're looking to get about 40 to 50k per hour. And for crafting, you're getting about 65 to 75k an hour. For profit per hour, it's going to be different for everyone. I was roughly getting 900 GP per inventory. That's because you have a chance of making extra molten glass when you cast a spell, so it's not going to be exact every single time. I forgot to mention that you do need buckets of sand and seaweed to actually make this all work. Okay, so once you have everything you need, all your runes, all your seaweeds, and buckets of sand, just go ahead and bring out 13 of each because you'll have 2 slots taken up by your runes. And you 1 click cast. And you can bank midway through your cast. You can't bank immediately when they turn to molten glass, but you can bank midway. So it's super nice. Just 1 cast per inventory. and sometimes you'll get a little extra, like I did right there. It's pretty awesome, and it's a pretty nice way to get crafting and magic experience. So the next method is going to be plank make. This is probably one of the best magic training methods out there if you're looking to break even or just make a small profit. The requirements to use plank make is the completion of the quest Dream Mentor, and then 2 astral runes, 15 earth runes, and 1 nature rune. You will also need mahogany logs because that's the only log that will profit from this, and also at least 1050 gold per log you're using because that's the cost to make it into a plank. You will also need a level of 86 magic to cast this spell. I recommend having an earth staff so it saves you the cost of 15 earth runes per cast. EXP per hour wise is way higher than the other methods in the guide. It's 140 to 160k per hour depending on how quick you are, but that's so amazing for a method that you profit from. When I say profiting, you're profiting 50 GP per plank. You're still profiting, but it isn't going to be crazy amounts of profit per hour. So just do this for the experience and not money making or anything. Okay, once you're ready to go, double check to make sure you have your coins in your inventory because you will need these if you're going to want to turn the logs into planks. And just simply click one by one. It's not like the other ones that one click does a whole inventory. That would be so nice if it did. But just do it one by one, and after a while, you'll be done, bank, and just repeat. You practically break even from doing this, and it's pretty easy. It's amazing. I like it. So go ahead and do it. I know magic training can be pretty expensive, but I hope this guide helped out a few of you guys out there in need. If it did, drop a like, a sub if you want to see more videos. If you have any comments, any suggestions, anything you guys want me to do, don't forget to comment down below. And thanks for watching this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Later.